Steve from Middle Kingdom Fitness here. In this short, we're going to cover two topics: warm-ups and rest. One of the biggest things that I've been guilty of, my biggest fault throughout my 34 years of lifting, is that I really don't do warm-ups. And I know it's to my detriment. I get it. But sometimes it's just that back in the old days anyway, I was lifting between jobs. So I just wanted to get my work in, get done, and move on. And doing the warm-ups just took away from that. Secondly, I'm sure, had to do with my ego. I didn't want people to see me lifting, for example, warming up with the bench press with just the bar. So that was another reason I didn't do it. But guess what? I'm getting older now. I'm 56 years old. My shoulder is always sore. My back is usually sore. So I've worked a little bit of warm-ups into my daily routine now. What I do is, my first exercise is usually my heaviest, my first exercise for each body part. So for that, so now, for example, this morning with the bench press, I did 2 warm-up sets with just the bar, and then a warm-up set with very light weight before moving on to my working sets. And I believe, as I've heard a lot of other people state, that you don't have to do a warm-up for each exercise of the same body part. That if you've already done your warm-up for the bench press, it'll carry over to the incline, it'll carry over into the fly. And I hope that's true, because that's what I'm doing. Because this is a compromise for me. And I'll do the same thing with shoulders and with legs. When I do a second muscle group, for example, today I did chest and triceps. When I move on to the triceps, I'll do one warm-up for that as well. But since I'm going to be lifting lighter weights overall anyway, I don't warm up as intensely. And I'm hoping that I've warmed up the triceps during the chest part, because you know the triceps get activated too. As for rest, a lot of people ask me, how long should I rest in between sets? And before I can even answer that, you need to identify what your goals are. Are you trying to be a power lifter? Are you trying to be a bodybuilder? Are you trying to lose body fat? And once you know, and believe it or not, a lot of people don't know this. They just work out without an ultimate goal in mind, and they don't understand what their objective is. That being said, if you are a power lifter, if you're trying to get as strong as possible, take much longer weights, anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes. And there's always jokes about this online, about how power lifters can walk their dog or take a shower in between their rests. If you are trying to build lean muscle, like myself, then for most part, I do 1 to 2 minutes rest. But if it's my heaviest set, I might add a third minute. If you're trying to lose weight, I would strongly recommend between 45 to 60 seconds. Now realize if you're taking shorter rest periods, you're not going to be able to lift as heavy as people who are taking longer rest periods. Okay?